Once in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a young boy named Lucas. Lucas was known for his adventurous spirit, often exploring the woods and marveling at nature's wonders. However, his curiosity sometimes led him into trouble. One sunny afternoon, Lucas ventured further than usual, drawn by the tales of an ancient cliff that offered breathtaking views. Lost in his thoughts and the beauty of the landscape, he didn't notice the ground giving way beneath his feet near the cliff's edge. Just as he slipped, teetering on the brink of the steep drop, a sudden flurry of movement caught his eye. Out of nowhere, a small dragon, no larger than a house cat, with iridescent scales and piercing emerald eyes, swooped down. With astonishing agility, it grabbed the back of Lucas's shirt in its tiny claws and pulled him back to safety. Stunned, Lucas could only stare in awe at this miniature mythical creature. The dragon, with an intelligent gaze, seemed to assess Lucas before giving a soft, almost playful growl. It was then Lucas realized that this was no ordinary dragon, it was a protector of these lands, a guardian of the ancient cliffs. In gratitude and wonder, Lucas extended his hand, and the dragon, understanding the gesture, nuzzled against it gently. From that moment, an extraordinary friendship was born. Lucas named the dragon Ember, for the slight glow that emanated from its scales at sunset. Each day, Lucas returned to the cliff, and Ember was always there, waiting. They shared adventures in the forest, with Ember showing Lucas hidden paths and secret glades he had never seen before. Lucas, in turn, brought Ember treats and told stories of the village and the world beyond the forest. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day. Ember would often perch on Lucas's shoulder, his warm, gentle presence a constant comfort. The villagers, initially wary of the dragon, came to accept and even adore Ember, especially when they saw how he had saved Lucas and how he helped keep their children away from the dangerous parts of the forest. One day, a fierce storm struck the village. Lightning flashed, and thunder roared as torrents of rain fell. Lucas knew Ember would be out there, alone and possibly frightened. Without a second thought, he braved the storm, making his way to their meeting spot by the cliff. He found Ember, cowering under a rocky overhang, his small body shivering. Lucas rushed over, shielding Ember with his coat, comforting him with gentle words. Together, they waited out the storm, Lucas protecting the dragon just as Ember had protected him. This incident was a turning point in their friendship. It showed that their bond was not just about adventures and exploration but also about caring and protecting each other in times of need. As time went on, their friendship became a legend in the village. People spoke of the brave young boy and his loyal dragon friend, their tales inspiring songs and stories. Children would play Lucas and Ember in the fields, dreaming of their own magical adventures. Years passed, and Lucas grew into a young man. His bond with Ember never waned, but he understood that Ember belonged to the wild, to the magic of the forest. With a heavy heart, he knew he had to let Ember go, to live freely as he was meant to. On their last day together, Lucas took Ember to the cliff where they had first met. They watched the sunset, the sky ablaze with colors, reflecting off Ember's scales. Words were unnecessary, their bond spoke volumes in the silence. As the stars began to twinkle in the twilight sky, Lucas held Ember one last time, tears glistening in his eyes. "Thank you, my friend, for everything," he whispered. With a final nuzzle and a soft growl that sounded like a purr, Ember took flight, soaring into the night sky, leaving a trail of shimmering light behind. Lucas watched until Ember was but a speck against the vast heavens, feeling both loss and gratitude. The small dragon had not just saved him from falling off a cliff, Ember had taught him the true meaning of friendship, courage, and love. And so, the legend of Lucas and Ember lived on, a testament to the extraordinary bond between a boy and a small dragon, reminding all who heard it of the magic and power of friendship. Lucas often returned to the cliff, gazing out into the vast skies, reminiscing about their adventures. He grew up to be a wise and kind-hearted man, often sharing the story of Ember with children in the village, teaching them about bravery, kindness, and respect for all creatures. The villagers, too, remembered Ember. They told tales of how the little dragon had protected their children and brought a sense of wonder to their lives. The forest, once a place of caution, became a symbol of enchantment and friendship, with parents taking their children to the cliff to share stories of Lucas and his dragon. Ember, though no longer seen, was never forgotten. Some nights, when the moon was full and the stars shone brightly, villagers claimed to see a small, glowing figure darting through the night sky. They smiled, knowing it was Ember, watching over them.